Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Ayana if you are new here, and we're back today with another hair video. Today's video is going to be all about hair coloring, bleaching, semi-permanent colors, as well as permanent hair dyes. We're gonna do a deep dive into if you should get it, when you should get it, and how to care for your hair if you do get it. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, you may not know this, but my hair is relaxed as well as bleached. I have highlights in my hair right now, but I've done the semi-permanent colors. I've also done the permanent hair dye. And so I know a little bit about all three of these options, and I'm gonna tell you which ones may be best for you if you're thinking about considering this. So on this side of the screen, I'll have some pictures inserted as we go through this video, just so you can see each type of coloring that I'm talking about. Okay, so as far as damage with these hair colorings, of course, bleaching or lifting the hair coloring is the most damaging. You really weaken the integrity of the cuticle. It has to be raised in order to lift the color from the hair. And so you increase hair porosity, you decrease hair elasticity. So there's real risk of damaging your hair with doing bleaching, highlights, just lifting the hair color to lighten it. And then we have permanent hair coloring, which is the next level of intensity. Although it's not as damaging as the bleaching, you still are raising the cuticle in order to deposit the color. You still are using most likely hydrogen peroxide and ammonia. So these are damaging chemicals which can really weaken the hair. And then finally we have semi-permanent coloring, which is still harmful, still damaging, but of the three choices, this is really the mildest. And this is an option that a lot of people who are unsure about really permanently coloring their hair, they'll go with this option because after a few weeks, this color does tend to fade away, usually around 8 weeks if you're lucky. And so I've done them all. I've done the semi-permanent coloring, and I can honestly say with that one, I had minimal, if any, damage at all. I didn't notice a change in my hair. I saw no breakage. I saw no thinning. So I can't say anything in respects to the damage. What I will say is that if you are someone really looking for a change, the change with semi-permanent coloring is minimal. It doesn't last, and you usually aren't going to be able to go much lighter than your real hair color. I did like a red semi-permanent color. It wasn't very vibrant, but it was noticeable, and I did enjoy it for the time that I had it. Then we have the permanent hair coloring. I did this myself. It was a box cat light brown, again, because my hair is a darker shade. It did take, but it wasn't a very drastic, noticeable difference, because in order for that coloring to really show, your hair should be lighter. My hair is naturally it's a dark brown. And so it was there, it took. I had it along the front of my hairlines. Again, I should have some pictures inserted now so you can see exactly what it looked like. But I will say that I did have some breakage with this. I did have some kind of flyaway broken pieces along my hairline. I did have to use some hair repair products, but once I started incorporating these hair repair products into my routine, the damage subsided and I haven't noticed it since. I also have had my hair with highlights, and although the highlights have grown out now, I still have them towards the ends of my hair with highlights. I did have some breakage. Again, once I started incorporating the hair repair products, the breakage subsided and it was pretty minimal. So if you're relaxed, should you get this hair coloring? Now, my answer to that will be is if your hair is in a healthy state, which means you know that your hair is not breaking, it's not shedding, it's at a good density for you, I would start with maybe a semi-permanent coloring, see how my hair handles that. It's hard for me to recommend hair bleaching because it is very, very damaging. My hair was very, very dry. You have to know how to care for it. But I will say that semi-permanent colorings and even permanent colorings with proper care is a better way to go than actually lifting the color and bleaching your hair and doing highlights as far as health wise. So if your hair is in a healthy state, you feel like your relaxed hair is in good condition, and you would know because it's your hair, then I would definitely say that, especially with semi-permanent colorings, to give it a try and then progress from there. How do you care for colored hair? The main thing, if you have semi-permanent coloring and coloring hair, is to have moisture. You want moisturizing shampoos because if you use lathering or clarifying shampoos, it's going to dry out your hair. The more dry, the more matted and tangled it can get, and the more likely for breakage. So you really want to do moisturizing shampoos that don't really lather that much, are not going to strip your hair of its natural oils. And then you want to do moisturizing conditioners. And then if you bleach or lift the color, you definitely want to alternate between protein and moisture. I wash my hair bi-weekly. Sometimes I push to 3 weeks. And so I didn't really wash my hair too often to really dry it out and to manipulate it and potential for matting. So I think that helped me as well. You also want to do leave-in conditioners to kind of smooth down that cuticle. If you could do a moisturizing leave-in that also has protein in it, I use Manuka honey and yogurt by Shea Moisture, and I seal that in with my hair oil unlay. And to me, this combination is perfect. And honestly, during the week, I really don't use anything other than my unlay spray, which has aloe vera in it, as well as additional oils, coconut oil, which helps to retain moisture. You really want to research the products that you are putting in your hair if you're going to do hair coloring, because you have to have products that not only are moisturizing, but help to retain moisture. You have to get the moisture protein balance down packed. You decide to color your hair, because if not, your hair is definitely going to have breakage. So if you do decide to get coloring and you are noticing breakage, one of the things that I would recommend is to get into your stylist chair immediately and have them assess it, because most likely they can tell you if it's the breakage is due to dryness or you need protein. Having a professional assess your hair is really going to make the difference. But really, it's preventative. As soon as you decide to get that coloring, start with the heavy moisture and protein bond building products. Olaplex number 3 is good for helping to maintain the integrity of your hair. So I would start that even before I decide to lighten my hair color. But find a routine that works for you and really stick to it. I don't vary for the routine that I have because it works and it's allowed me to retain length. I'm currently mid-back, and although I did have some shaky periods, I was able to bounce back because I quickly realized that I needed to change my shampoo. I really couldn't do shampoos that lathered too much and really stripped my hair. I don't clarify often. I do that once every other month. It's because those things are going to be way too drying and really potentially cause damage and breakage to my hair. So guys, I hope that helped. Please comment below with any questions that you may have if you're considering coloring your hair. And I thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you next time for the next one. Thanks guys.